Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm a love aspiring actor here, and we're we made it. We made it to season 5. It's a very eventful day. I got my first car. Unlike Walter Jr., I'm actually happy and excited that I have my own car. I didn't have my parents pay for it either. I think he's a brat. I'm still recovering from the those last 3 episodes of season 4. Holy crap. So good, all 3 of them. I can't stop thinking about the moment Walter snapped in the crawl space. And Gustavo's, final scene, his death scene. I won. You certainly did, Walter. I did not expect Gustavo to step out of the blast zone just so casually. And the camera pan around to the other side of his face, showing his half his face is blown off and his brain is exposed, too. That's messed up. Just like how the human skull has layers, so too does this death sequence of Gustavo's. Even moments from death, Gustavo still refuses to be untidy or unprofessional, unprecise, you know what I mean? It's just ingrained into him. I want to know how this guy sleeps. He probably, I bet his bed is never messed up. It's just that one fold in his blanket that has a crease that he uses to put around him, and then when he wakes up, just stiff as a board. He probably doesn't even stretch or, rub his eyes when he wakes up or yawns. It's just, he goes to bed. 8 hours later, wakes up. But when he was killing Victor, he went through that whole process of putting on the lab coats and the boots and just keeping his good clothes nice. And then when he drank the poison, he was gonna throw it back up. He made sure everything was nice, and he would put a towel down for his knees. Everything is just so precise. I don't even know if Gustavo knows how to improvise. Everything is so planned out. Face Off. Brilliant title. Not only a face-off, a stare-down between Gustavo and Tio. Face-off between Walter and Tio. They meet again. Tio and Hank squaring off, but also, yes, Gustavo and his face being blown off. Or I should call him Harvey Dent, actually, Two-Face. You could also read Gustavo's death after having just witnessed Tio blow up in front of him and him coming out and adjusting his tie. You could see that as him fulfilling his life goal. You know what I mean? He succeeded in his 20-year-long vendetta against Tio, the Salamanca family, the cartel, for what they did to Max, and this is Gustavo's way of making himself look good, presentable for Max, in the afterlife, if they weren't lovers. But they were really close, so, either way, he wants to look good, right? And yes, it was totally badass when he did it. But, he won in life. He achieved what he set out to do, and he won in death, too. He went out on his terms. It's I'm not gonna die just yet. Just give me a second. We'll go when I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. Going back to the crawl space episode, Walter finally had the worst day of his life, and he snapped. Tragic irony, I guess. Walter made choices this past year to not only make sure his family's financially secure, but also just to protect them. And then when Gus took Walter out into the desert and threatened to kill his family, it's just... everybody except Walter is now at risk. It's just, he can't win. He also lost almost all the money that he made with Gustavo. It's almost all gone. Just like every other time Walter's made money, it's almost all gone after the dust settles. I mean, on the bright side, they have a car wash now that they got for dirt cheap. So there is an investment. There's something to his name, at least. But that sucks. And not only that, Skylar and Ted. Skylar told him that she gave money to Ted, $600,000. and then $800,000 for the car wash. It's all gone, almost. The more you make, the more you spend, right? So yeah, I think that was the worst day of Walter's life. Jesse, the only person that really knows him, never wants to see him again. Gustavo told him that he'll kill his entire family. He can't save his family by putting them into witness protection, because Skylar gave Ted the money. He probably still thinks that his wife and Ted are seeing each other. Still. Hank is closing in on Walter because of his pride. It's Walter's fault that Hank is, he's so close to figuring everything out. It all just kind of smacked Walter in the face all at once. And he's just laughing maniacally in the crawl space. It's just the universe playing a cruel joke on him. Not only that, Walter created a plan that only a madman would think of. It's so intricate. Just like... thinking about it makes my head hurt. Walter, he somehow got the ricin. It's the only way that the plan works, is if you remove that ricin and you poison Brock. Okay, I got a question. Did Walter buy that Lily of the Valley plant knowing that he would poison Brock? Or does Walter and Skylar have, a strange hobby in decorating their garden with poisonous flowers? Yes, it's incredibly poisonous, but it also has a very sweet scent. So, nature has a sick sense of humor. I'm just gonna stick to the candles. Walter pretty much had everything planned out. Up until Gustavo would return to his car with the pipe bomb attached to it. And it almost worked, too. So Walter knew Gus couldn't kill him or Jesse wouldn't cook for him anymore. The only way things would work out for Gustavo is if Jesse did the killing himself. It's funny how if Walter made one wrong move, said the wrong thing, Gustavo would have had everything work out for him without him even knowing about it or doing anything. Jesse would have gone off on his own and killed Walter, and Gustavo would have had a loyal cook, right? Because I don't think Gus knows about the ricin. It was all to trick Jesse into thinking that Walter poisoned Brock just to get Jesse into just a super emotional, fragile state, and then planting seeds of doubt by saying, Gus has cameras everywhere. He saw us coming. He knows about the poison. He probably had Tyrus steal it from your cigarette pack when you weren't even looking. And who's Brock? You're not thinking clearly. What do I have to gain by using a kid? Who do you know that has used kids in the past? It's brilliant. And you're his loyal cook now. It was all just to get Jesse to switch sides. Just thinking about this plan is so complicated. Yeah, it totally is. Only a madman would think about it, but it works. Everything is so believable. Jesse, he's just struggling. He's like, there's something wrong. There's something wrong here. But he can't put his finger on it. But then that's the turning point of the plan. When Jesse called Gustavo to go to the hospital, in person, this is something that could be, said over the phone, right? Walter, he's fitting the pipe bomb to the car, but Gustavo, he's like, there's something off here. Because Gus knew that Jesse's against harm coming to kids. So that's the last thing that Gus wants to do. He can't kill Walter, and he can't harm children. Otherwise, Pinkman's just gonna walk. He's gonna desert him. So then Walter had to improvise. Yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And he was able to conspire with Tio and exploit this vendetta of Gustavo's. I bet Gustavo would have laughed maniacally as well. If he had more than literally 1 second before the bomb went off. He probably would have thought it was a brilliant plan of Walter to firmly place a wedge between Gus and Jesse. So how did the ricin get lost? It has to be used! It was in his cigarette packet that morning. Pinkman said he moved it to a new box, he knew for sure that he had it. And Gus's men, they drove him to and from the lab. And the only other time Pinkman was by himself was when he went to Saul's firm and Huel patted down Pinkman. I mean, I don't think Walter asks Saul to take it? Number one, like, Huel must have, like, hidden talents or something, man, because he's got to have, like, lightning fast fingers. And what does Saul have to gain out of all of this? He was about to hit the road. Put in a good word for me with Gustavo, is what he said. What if the plan didn't work? Then Saul would have been, at risk too. So, like, Saul didn't know about this plan. Walter took it at some point. He had to. Walter snuck into Pinkman's house before, right? But Jesse's house would have been under surveillance, like it was before. And when did Walter have time to poison Brock? This guy must not have slept for like 3 or 4 days or something. Yeah, Walter would have had to stake out Pinkman's house, wait for Andrea to show up and leave, follow Andrea home so that he knows where she lives, and then somehow get Brock to ingest this Lily of the Valley berry. A little suspension of disbelief is needed right here. So it's just the window of opportunity for all these things is so small. But, it's a TV show. There has to be a payoff. I'm getting nervous right now. I went back to the episode and watched Walter cook that thing just to see if there were cameras or something. Yeah, he's cooking in the lab. He said it seemed appropriate to give Gus poison. It also seems appropriate for Walter to get it at some point. If we can't find this thing, it's going to turn up when we least suspect it. And who's the bad guy of this season? Like, who's the antagonist? Gustavo's gone. Tuco's gone. Crazy Eight's gone. The cartel is gone. They're all gone. The only one left is Walter. It just seems appropriate, is what I'm saying, based on how long they've been teasing this. And another thing, Jesse, I think he knows that Walter poisoned Brock. But Gus had to go, right? Walter, do you have to go at some point? It's possible that Pinkman knows about it, and he just chose to look the other way. Like, he doesn't need to cook anymore. Jesse, he's got money. His life seems to be, on a good track now with Andrea and Brock. He's in such a better state of mind and just a better place in life than how he was in the beginning of season 4 after he shot Gale, and he's just numb to the world. That look on Skylar's face when she called Walter and he said, "I won." She is terrified right now. Skylar, do you still think you can protect the family from the man who protects the family? Not only that, just the revelation of Gustavo being this, like, drug lord. I can't wait to see everybody's just, like, reaction. He's just hiding in plain sight. He gave them chicken in person. Who can you trust now? I'd be scared too. Who else is leading a double life? Seems like everybody's doing that nowadays. How is she going to explain this $600,000, she had to, right? The IRS, Ted, but he was trying to extort more money? Is she going to mention that to Walter? Now that she knows that he has a history of blowing people up, is she going to stay quiet because she wants to protect Ted? Ted knows too much now. And also, Saul's A-team, they screwed up. So Skylar's stuck right now. How's she going to explain her way out of this? Hank, he's right about everything. Steve, okay, I like you. You're cool. But just keep an open mind, man. Now the entire DEA knows that Gus has been playing them for years. Gus was everywhere. He was on the board of hospitals. Like, he had his hand in everyone's pocket. The press is going to go wild on a story like this. And Hank was the only one to put all the pieces together. Should probably reinstate him. And now he's going to ask questions. Tio wanted to talk to us. Not even 24 hours later, he explodes and takes Gustavo out with him. Like, who helped him? How was this bomb made? Where's this cartel threat? The DEA is protecting my family right now. Nothing's happening. So, false alarm? Just everything is too coincidental. And also with Gustavo gone, he's gonna be... That laptop is on Gus's desk. Marie is gonna be pissed at Walter for treating this whole protective custody thing that the rest of the family was in, just ignoring it, treating it like a joke. They're not going to be talking to each other. I'd be impressed, honestly, if life just went back to normal afterwards. Oh, my favorites. This might be the last time that we talk about Tio. Going back to all those scenes of Tio being visited by Gustavo, he's not even looking at Gus. Then at the end, when Gus says, "This is your last chance to look at me, Hector," you know, that's like the first time that Hector locks eyes with Gustavo. And then just the rage in his eyes, just moments before death, he just gives Gustavo that death glare. He accepts what's going to happen, and then just, "I'm taking you out with me." It's so good. Blood must be repaid with blood. That's how Tio lived his life. They're all winners. Tio was able to get revenge. Gustavo got revenge. Walter won. Everybody's a winner. So yeah. There are no more villains. My prediction for season 5, Walter's the villain. Whoa!
It's my birthday.
Yeah? Well, happy birthday.
52. Holy crap, grew out his hair. Heisenberg. Yo, he looks like Logan.
New Hampshire. You're a long way from home. So what's here?
Business.
Is that the gun guy?
Well, good luck, I guess.
Happy birthday, Mr. Lambert.
Volvo, like Gustavo. What's he doing?
I won.
Is Walter on the run right now? Maybe word got out. Oh no! Lily of the Valley.
Dad. Dad.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Seriously, you don't have a TV on? Seriously?
Your uncle is safe, right? How do they know that?
Uncle Hank was after this guy all along. He didn't tell us, but he was. He even took me to his restaurant one time. Just like totally toying with the guy. Just like, "I got my eye on you," like that. They figure Mr. Fring was the one who put the hit out on Uncle Hank. Just somebody got to him first.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Hello to you, too. So are you gonna talk to me here? You're gonna show some kind of, I don't know, some kind of mild relief that I'm alive?
I am relieved, Walt. And scared.
Scared? Scared of what?
You.
Fring, you magnificent bastard. Huh. What do you figure that was?
I don't know. Some kind of lab equipment?
Maybe a camera?
Come on, hey. Hey!
Hey, Mike's okay.
Be nice. Just be nice. Let Wendell in there. Wendell doesn't eat, nobody eats.
Pero está segurísimo. ¿Qué pasó con...? Sí, se lo diré. Sí, se lo diré. It's Gustavo. His dad.
Oh boy.
What is it with you guys? Honest to God.
May I?
Look, whatever differences you and I have, they'll keep. Right now, we've got bigger fish to fry. And bigger fish.
The video cameras.
Gus kept cameras on us at the lab, at the laundry. God only knows where else. And of course, when I say us, I'm including you.
Like, if he taped all that shit, us cooking, you picking up.
If Gus had a record of that and the police get to it before we do.
You son of a bitch.
Mike, it's all on tape somewhere, or a hard drive. Where? Where did he keep it?
He had a laptop in his office. Kept it in the back of the restaurant. It all fed straight to there.
What?
Keys, scumbag. It's the universal symbol for keys.
Oh man.
Oh yeah? We're boned.
There goes another phone.
You know how they say it's been a pleasure? It hasn't. Are you gonna tell us about the laptop?
Where you going?
I'm getting the hell out of Dodge, kid. And so should you. It's just a matter of time. Mike, where is the laptop? What the hell difference does it make? They got it. End of story. It's in the system, and they locked it in their evidence room. You gonna put on your black leotard and go dangling on a clothesline?
All I need is my hat.
That laptop might as well be on the moon. They build these evidence rooms like bank vaults because guess what? Lunatics like you want to break into them. But unlike a bank vault, this is a place that is guarded 24 hours a day by the police. There's no way you're getting it out of there.
We just need to destroy what's on it.
Oh, so now you want to blow up a police station?
I don't believe I said that, no.
Nursing home full of old folks just whet your appetite. Now you want to kill a bunch of cops.
I said anything about killing anybody. I am, however, considering the possibility of a device.
A device?
Yes, a small device. Say this device gets filed into evidence. Now it is inside that room.
What about a magnet? You want to commit a whole other crime just to get this bomb of yours into evidence.
Who said bomb? I said a device.
You are probably talking about 2 feet of reinforced concrete.
Or what about a magnet?
What? Magnet. What about it?
Point
Hey, it's
is,
that guy.
I actually need the thing. As you gentlemen can see, it's paying the bills.
The guy who murdered the RV.
What's the box made of?
Plywood and aluminum, just what you need.
Well, that's handy.
I don't actually have any money right now.
My wife is business. It's an IRS issue anyway. I'd appreciate it if you could spot me my share. I'll pay you back.
Huh. So Skylar told Walter about the money.
If you have any brains, you'll take that money you saved and you skip town. Today. Right now.
I don't think this can work.
Is that a serious question?
Mike, this is a three-man job. The only way I know it won't work for sure is if we don't have you.
Mike, believe in the power of friendship.
What did we say about you coming here?
Yeah, speaking of things that tend to rile you up, the police, they may call. Let me back up a little. Sit down. I'm gonna sit down.
Okay, why are the police gonna call?
Ted.
Why are the police?
There was an incident with Beneke with the
Oh, God.
A-team.
incident.
Oh, Jesus. What incident?
An act of God. There's no right, there's no wrong, and it's just, that's the best phrase. It fits, but we got a problem.
Skylar's a nervous wreck. No.
Sorry.
Ted is dead?
No. He just woke up.
Just a bump on the head.
All right, watches off. Necklaces, earrings, rings, bracelets.
Gold. These are non-fair.
What about that stuff you young guys wear on the end of your pricks? Speak now, or forever sing soprano. What's up with that, by the way?
What are you looking at me for?
All right. Guns, knives, tools, keys, plates in your head, artificial hips.
Mike?
Flip that switch, turns it on, twist this here, that's your power control.
All right.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Fire in the hole!
At least they're testing this. What could go wrong?
Fingers crossed, don't yank the drive shaft through the floor.
Whoa. Wait. Yeah, that did it.
Nice.
Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
How many batteries is this?
That there's 21 wired in series, so 21 times 12, 252 volts.
Can you add 21 more wired in parallel? Up the amperage?
So are you planning on reversing the planet's poles?
There goes your element of surprise.
Won't matter. 60 seconds, we'll be gone.
We're gonna use reverse magnets to catapult us to safety.
Hi, who are you looking for?
Ted Beneke. I'm a friend of his. But
Maybe he's got amnesia.
All right, I'm just down the hall.
Is that him? Is this his joke?
can you hear me?
I haven't said anything to anyone. I told them it was an accident. That is all they know.
Is he paralyzed?
I've got children. Family. I swear to you. Please. Just... I will never breathe one word of this.
Mike's the guy. I bet Hank's probably got a copy of it on like a USB or something.
All right, is this close enough?
It'll work.
Yo, what if this guy had like, you know, piercings like they talked about earlier? What could go wrong?
Mr. White, let's get out of here.
Just 1 minute.
Oh my god!
Turn off! I will.
A ghost!
Yeah!
bitch! Shut up!
Oh.
What exactly are you celebrating? You left the truck behind.
So what?
So what? So what if they find Prince? And what if they trace it back to the wrecking yard?
They won't. There's no Prince, I made sure of that. There's no paperwork on the truck, the magnet, or the batteries. Untraceable salvage, all of it. Made sure of that, too.
Well, you got all the answers.
I made sure all that too.
And did all that even work just now?
Yes. It worked.
No, I'm supposed to take that on faith. Yeah? Why? How do we know?
Because I say so.
Is your head getting bigger, Walter? I think it's getting bigger. Because I say so.
1158-73321, Fring Gustavo. Samsung laptop computer damaged. Glass screen is broken and in pieces. Bag still sealed. 1158-73317, Fring Gustavo. Frame photograph of 2 men damaged. Check it out.
There's a note on the inside.
That's not on the manifest.
So she comes to me with a problem. She's been cooking Benecke's books. He's in Dutch with the IRS, and once they audit, it's Rio de Caca for the both of them. To which I say, hey, let's involve Walt in this discussion. To which she says, no. Just cut Benecke a check so he can pay off the IRS. Again, not taking sides, but she really was trying to protect you.
You didn't think to contact me.
You were a tad preoccupied at the time, if you recall.
Okay, so you took it upon yourself to give away $622,000 of my money to a man who had been sleeping with my wife.
She's my client, same as you.
She gave me $1.
You're not Clarence Darrow, Saul. You're a 2-bit bus bench lawyer. And you work for me.
Yeah, well, Clarence Darrow never had a client like you ask him for something like this, okay? I put my ass on the line for you. Huel, too, huh? He's got fingers like hot dogs. He could have easily busted this in two and killed everyone in the office. But do I complain? No, beg, borrow, or steal. I'm your Huckleberry. I go the extra mile. Only you never told me that kid would wind up in the hospital. You know, take that thing and get the hell out of here. You and me, we're done.
We're done when I say we're done.
Oh my God. What did Saul ever do to you? Huel, a man of many hidden talents. There's like 20 cigarettes in that pack. How'd he get lucky? Or I guess he just swapped out the new pack with another new pack?
I heard what happened to Ted.
He's not gonna talk.
I forgive you.
Just a disclaimer right now, I don't have my contact lenses in, so like I couldn't see like finer details of like, I'm like, is that even Ted? Oh my God, it is. What happened to him? And then the ricin packet, I'm like, what's in that thing? It just didn't like register right away. We're gonna go back to this picture for a second. Gus is actually smiling. I can't make anything out. It's just a bunch of like random numbers. We're done. When I say we're done, Walter, it's all going to his head. This is all gonna come crashing down. And then who's gonna be in Walter's corner? He's just pissing everyone off. Mike, Saul, Skylar, Jesse's gonna be next. So the beginning, Walter is, maybe it's a teaser, just like the teddy bear. But, you know, he's got to be on the run right now. Maybe they were able to get a copy of the laptop hard drive first. You know, they found it, and then he's just on the run. There might even be like a second hard drive or something. They can't all just be on Gus's laptop. Just who is Walter hunting? Yeah, Mike was pissed when he heard about Gustavo. I guess he really liked working for the guy. Why? I don't think we're gonna know in this show. So when we get to Better Call Saul, I guess we'll find out more about Mike and Gustavo's past. And maybe this scene will hit a lot harder once I get answers. Is Ted paralyzed? This is just like Tio all over again. You feel sorry for the guy even though he's done like these things in the past. They're not as bad as what Skylar and Walter are doing. But you just feel differently because of their circumstances. My cousin, his best friend, was at the beach one time, and he dove head first into, he didn't know there was a sandbar in the way. So like it was deep water here, and he thought it was also deep over here, but there was a sandbar, and when he dove in, he injured his neck, and he's wheelchair bound right now. He's got more mobility over the years, but so I feel a bit more empathetic to Ted. Skylar's just terrified. That hug at the end. Ugh. Yo, I watched Huel pat Jesse down, like, thoroughly. Like, I dissected that. I'm like, there's no way he can... But, like, he's a man of many talents. This man's a mystery. They said the one Huel would one day return. But, like, what did Saul have to gain? He just did that out of the goodness of his heart? It's like, yeah, I'll take the ricin. Like, what did Walter say? Like, he was going to hit the road. Well, there's the ricin. It's back in play, and now we know where it is. Yeah, that was the only time he was able to get the ricin. But, like, when did Walter have time to poison Brock? Just don't take up smoking, Walter, and you'll be fine.
Prima. Halb French dressing, halb Ranch. Wir nennen es einfach French.
That was my idea. Ketchup. It's brilliant. This is the best one.
Das letzte ist eigentlich nur...
The last one is just essentially ketchup. I just want the chicken, man. Good job, we'll go with ketchup. I mean, they received the ventilation system for the super lab in Germany, right?
Keeps me awake at night. I lay there thinking, where is it? Where did it go? And I just, I can't even, I have no idea.
Jesse, look, doesn't it make sense that it wound up in the lab?
I thought about that a lot, but I just don't see how.
Well, look, you had the pack in your pocket of your jacket, right? And your jacket was in your locker, so maybe the cigarette just fell out of the pocket and wound up in the locker, and now it's all burned up. It's gone.
Can't ever know for sure.
Well, look, did you check your house? Maybe it's somewhere in your house.
No, man, I've looked everywhere, okay?
Your car? Did you check your car?
No. It's
thoroughly.
Yes, of course. Look, it's not in my house. It's not in my car. And the more I think about it, there's no way it fell out in my locker. And I keep thinking somebody's going to find this thing on the street or something.
Know that.
Somewhere where I dropped it. Some innocent person, some kid, maybe even.
Come on.
And they're going to pick it up and it's going to...
You're working yourself all up.
Oh,
Jesse,
my God.
Come on, Jesse. Listen, you've got to get a hold...
Even the indentation. I was just gonna say, All that for nothing? Okay. Oh, look what I found. You must have dropped it by accident. It's totally by accident. Walter, you have to make sure Jesse finds it. Maybe the vacuum.
The hell is that?
A Roomba. I already checked it.
Ah.
When?
Like a week ago.
Huh.
Easy, take it. Careful. See. Is it still intact? Yeah. Good, no worries. Let me get rid of this.
Yeah. Jesse, are you crying because you know that Walter's lying?
But I, for one, could use a beer. You have any... Jesse?
I almost shot you.
Hey, now.
No, I almost killed you all because...
The Roomba.
It's just a misunderstanding.
No. I don't know what's wrong with me, Mr. White. I don't know how I could be so stupid.
Stop that now. Come on.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Listen to me. What happened for the best. Do you hear me? And I wouldn't change a thing. You and I working together, having each other's back, it's what saved our lives. I want you to think about that as we go forward.
Go forward where?
Cooking.
Partnership. Yes. Equal. 3 ways. You, Jesse, and me.
Partnership in what? Well, we figure we're gonna start cooking again.
No! You don't have to.
The popularity of our product. There's a market to be filled. Currently, no one to fill it.
A lot of money to be made.
Obviously, Jesse and I have manufacture covered. But there's still distribution, support, logistics, that sort of thing. For instance, we'll need a steady supply of precursor. With your experience and connections, you would be a great help. Each of us will receive a larger cut. Owners, not employees.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Good. You're the only one with sense.
We've had our issues, you and I. But I would suggest that you leave emotion out of this decision.
I am. You are trouble. I'm sorry the kid here doesn't see it, but I sure as hell do. You are a time bomb. Tick, tick, ticking. And I have no intention of being around for the boom.
Sleep on it. Maybe you'll reconsider. In the meantime, we're pressing on.
Why are they cooking? Jesse, you don't have to, man.
So when are you gonna announce it?
I don't know. As I'm walking out the door with my big cardboard box.
Can't do that. You know damn well we're gonna throw you a big party.
Damn straight. We're talking a blowout.
Outstanding police work, Hank. If only I'd listen. But I guess the damage was done.
It's not right to put this on you.
Kind of is.
Anything left of the laptop?
You look that lucky. You know, I sneaked a peek before APD took it out of Frank's office.
whole thing was encrypted. Maybe they wouldn't got anything anyway.
So Hector Salamanca killed Frank. But who gave Salamanca the bomb?
Hey!
A lot of questions. Not much in the way of answers. Yet.
The APD did find some of Frink's financials. That just might lead to something.
Take it easy.
I had him out to my house. 4th of July. The whole night we were laughing, telling stories, drinking wine. He was somebody else completely. Right in front of me. Right under my nose.
Hank, you know. Snuck a peek. Give me a break. He saw all of it.
Take a breath, will you? This place is safe. No one's gonna see you here.
Oh my God, Dwayne, this is so... Thank you. How did I not see you sitting back there? So weird.
You want anything else, Mike?
No, I'm good, friend. Breathe in, breathe out, drink your whatever.
Hot water. Just like Mom used to make.
You want me to kill every man on that list?
That's a leap, what you just... No, I didn't say that. But if you think, that'd be wise.
You're scared, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're very upset, which I'm going to factor into my response here. These are my guys, and they are solid. Understand?
What about Chow at the warehouse? Didn't one time you have to shoot him through the hand?
Oh, yeah.
My guys are solid. I vetted them with great care. And Fring made sure they were well compensated in the event of a situation such as this. They're paid to stand up to the heat, keep their mouths shut, no matter what. And they will. Now, I don't know what kind of movies you've been watching, but here in the real world, we don't kill 11 people as some kind of prophylactic measure. Look at me and say you understand.
I understand. I get it.
So we're off that very silly idea. Good. Drink your hot water.
Car wash opens in 15 minutes.
Mariano can open for me today.
How about you get up, huh? Come on. Shower will feel good.
Thanks for coming down. Have a seat, Mr. Herman Trout. Yeah. I'm saying that right?
Mike and Hank in the same room?
So once more, you're waiving your right to have an attorney present?
This is going to be legendary.
It says here you're a private investigator. Where are you licensed?
New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, every state where we operate.
Colorado? You have some restaurants there, right?
Colorado doesn't require licensure.
You licensed to carry a firearm?
Concealed carry? Yes, I am.
Which states?
It'd be quicker to mention the states in which I'm not.
You strike me as a former cop. Am I right? Where at?
Philadelphia.
Philly.
Born and raised. You know the rest of the song.
And they told us that your tenure as a police officer ended somewhat dramatically. You want to talk about that?
Not particularly.
Yeah, me neither. See, I'm more interested in why Gus Fring decided to put a guy like you in charge of his corporate security. What else you do for Fring? He must have needed help running that drug empire of his, no?
Drug empire. First time hearing about that. Agents, do you have any more questions for me? Because you've gotten me very stirred up with all these false accusations. If I'm not under arrest, I'd prefer to leave.
Yeah, it seems Fring had all these secret offshore accounts that he would deposit money into, like, well, an even dozen of them. And they're all in the names of certain people on his payroll. There was the manager of the laundry, a couple of guys from the
Dennis?
Koyos distribution center. There was the owner of a chemical warehouse, a bunch of others, you know, guys that must have been getting paid off the books. Anyway, one of the names was Kaylee Ehrmantraut. 10 years old and just cute as a button. Yeah. $2 million and change we found on deposit for her, way more than anybody else. Now, my partner here, he took one look at that and said, shit, man, this fifth-grade girl is the muscle behind Fring's entire operation. I said, whoa, whoa, hey.
I don't see an angle here.
It was actually her dear old granddaddy. Impressive, no? But level of insight. He's not impressed, Kobe.
Perhaps he's picturing all that money going bye-bye.
Yeah, well, I mean, the government's going to take every last dollar unless... Well, here's the thing, Michael.
Mr. Armentrout.
Here's the thing, Mike. Lucky for you, you didn't touch that money. And not say the same for the other 11 on the list.
I don't know anything about any money. I don't know what you're talking about.
First order of business is to find a new place to cook. Before anyone says it, no more RVs.
I don't know. I mean, the Crystal Ship did pretty good for us.
The Crystal Ship.
Yeah, that's what I called it.
It held its own as a starter lab, but it was too dark, too small. Not to mention it could have broken down at any moment.
Oh, yeah, remember that one time?
We're good on everything except methylamine.
Jesse, there is methylamine out there. I know it.
Yeah, but what if there's not? Because there isn't. I mean, really.
There is.
I say there is.
Can I offer a thought? Say a guy wins the lottery. $10 million. Very next day, what's the one thing he does not do? He does not go buy another lottery ticket, right? He counts his lucky stars and he sails off into the sunset, which seems to me, in all due respect, some advice you two might take.
Thank you, Saul.
Counting the money that I owe Jesse, I'm about 40 grand in the hole. Does that seem like an acceptable stopping point to you?
You have a car wash.
There is gold in the streets, just waiting for someone to come and scoop it up. But me, I should quit now. Jesse, too, I suppose.
Maybe if I go closer. Jesus.
Chris, I'd like you to drop your gun where you stand, and then turn around very slowly.
How much was she gonna pay you?
That girl.
10,000 a name. How far did you get down the list? Just chow. Let's start with you. For you, she was gonna pay 30. I'm really sorry about this, Mike, but I need the money. Those feds, they took it all, man.
I know. Are you ready?
Listen, Mike.
Tell me she ate her dinner, at least.
Well, just she ate everything. She ate her peas, she ate her carrots. She ate a whole lot of carrots this time. A whole lot, didn't she?
Yeah.
That's right, my girl.
Dolores, I'm gonna take a bath, put Kira to bed, and then go on home. I'll see you tomorrow.
Really? You don't want me to wait for you?
No, you go home. Thank you.
Sí, Miss Lydia. Buenas noches.
Mommy, you gonna come say goodnight to me?
Yeah, honey, after Mommy takes a bath.
Okay. Love you.
2 good men died because of you.
Don't shoot me in the face. Please. I don't want my daughter seeing me like that.
Your daughter won't see you.
Yes, she will. She'll find me. She never once sleeps through the night.
Nobody's gonna find you, Lydia.
What? No. No. She has to find me.
Lower your voice.
She has to find me. She has to find me.
You want your 5-year-old daughter stumbling across your dead body?
I can't just disappear. She has to know I didn't leave her. She has to know that.
Keep your voice down.
I don't care what you do. I'll scream and I'll keep screaming. My daughter's not thinking I abandoned her.
Shut up. Can you still get your hands on methylamine?
Oh! Welcome to the club.
Yes. You still plan to move forward? Yes, we do. I've reconsidered.
You know, it gets easier. I promise you that it does. What you're feeling right now. About, Ted. Everything. It'll pass.
And then he just won't care.
What we do for good reasons. And we've got nothing to worry about.
That's so creepy. She's just awake. And it's all hands and kisses. And it's just like, she's terrified right now. Ugh. The ricin. Man, for a second there I thought Jesse, like, he knew that Walter tricked him. And he's breaking down because of, Walter, he planted the ricin in the machine. It's like, yeah, I checked a week ago. No, I checked last night. That sort of thing. But, no, yeah. He almost shot Walter. And, yeah, he's just coming to terms with it right now. Everybody's moving forward. Jesse doesn't have to cook, but he's going to because, I don't know, he wants to help Mr. White because they have each other's backs. It's a good thing that he realized the cameras when he did. But Hank, yeah, I got a little sneak peek of it, but it was encrypted. Sure it was, buddy. Filling up everybody's drinks like he's nervous. I think he saw Walter, but he's not saying anything. And his boss is saying that Gus, he was living a double life. He was just right under my nose the whole time. Or maybe Hank is actually like, putting some pieces together. It's like, yeah, who do I know that would know what I know? But aside from people at the DEA, who else do I interact with outside of work? Walter. So I guess Hank is gonna, keep an open mind. And Walter kept the ricin, too. So only Walter knows that that's there. Yeah, it's gonna be used at some point. Hank and Mike. I never thought those two would ever meet, be in the same room together. So Mike's talking to them like they're kids. And then Hank's like, oh, well, by the way, Gus has these offshore accounts, and one of them just so happens to have your granddaughter's name attached to it. What was wrong with going back to the way that they were doing things on the DL? There are no creepy kids riding bikes or, meth heads getting their heads smashed in with ATM machines. Like, you're free. And you'd be able to make some money without it being too suspicious. Or just, go down a quality or two. But no, Walter's pride won't allow it. What, is Walter going to build his own super lab? It'd be cool if they could get, 5 RVs, but they could all just, park next to each other and just, open up. And, each one of them has a different section of a lab. They just open up and it's just a portable lab. But they come together like the Power Rangers, the Mega Lab. And then when they're done, they all just go like their separate ways. We didn't get answers to that flash forward from the first episode, so is there going to be another teddy bear like Easter egg? What's the title of that episode? Then we'll get the whole picture at the end, right?
You hear about Chow?
People say he skipped town.
He's dead. It wasn't me. It wasn't a message. It wasn't payback. It was a mistake made by a third party who has since been dealt with. You got it?
Yeah.
Second thing, deal you had with Fring, it's still in place.
Okay.
Don't okay me. You got something to say?
I'm no rat, and you know it. What else is there to say? All due respect, what are we talking about here?
The deal is the deal.
Sooner or later, someone's gonna flip.
No one's flipping. Everyone gets their hazard pay, including you.
I appreciate what you're saying and all, but the man is dead. Okay? The lab's a hole in the ground.
Right.
Just don't see it.
I've got something new.
Yeah.
It's just starting up. It's gonna make you whole.
Something new.
That's why Mike's joining Walter. Make sure everybody stays quiet. The deal is the deal. Yeah, I was just thinking in the last episode, they're sleeping in the same bed together. Did he move back?
Back here!
Are you moving back in?
Oh, okay.
I'll keep the condo for now. I mean, selling it in this market, I'd get killed. But yeah, I'm home. It's time.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Oh my God.
Yes.
So you bring him here? Come on, the three of us. We're the three amigos. All for one, one for all. We don't need a fourth amigo.
I think that was the Four Musketeers, man.
He probably threatened someone before breakfast this morning. It's what he does. Come on, grow a pair.
Mike, I'm extending you to him.
Now that we're all together, here are the ground rules. Division of labor. I handle the business. Making the stuff, that's your end. I don't tell you how to mix your chemicals and whatnot, and you do not tell me how to take care of business. Is that absolutely clear?
Sure.
All right, let's take the tour.
Hey, you're okay with that?
Yes. He handles the business. And I handle him.
Clearly, we're talking about renting, not buying. You need an ongoing business, someplace you can slide in, do your thing, and remain anonymous. I'm not going to mince words. So what do you say, Maestro? Huh? Is it unanimous?
Steam and salt. When this thing is running, it's like a jungle in here.
Shit. That'll ruin the product.
Well, you can't just pop down to Costco and get a couple dehumidifiers?
Anything food related is gonna have unannounced government inspections.
No. Hell no.
Oh, come on! Saul's really excited about the laser tag. Come on.
Look, I get it. Just say no and we'll go get dinner.
How are we gonna fit a lab in here?
Who said here?
What, a tent?
A house is infested. Termites, cockroaches, whatever. Homeowners hire a pest control company. Truck rolls up, homeowners leave. Who tends the house? They bomb the place with poison. The house stays like that for days. No one looks twice at a tented house. Now, maybe there's a strange smell coming out of it. Does someone think to investigate? No. Does anyone go inside? Hell no. And that's where we'll cook.
So we gotta move in and out for every cook. Set up a lab, cook, and then take everything down.
It's challenging, but doable.
Tell me about these guys.
B&E artists. They're burglars.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they play it smart. They don't boost anything while they're on the job. They copy the keys, locate the valuables and alarms, and they sell that information to other crews. Or, after a decent interval, they'll come back and lift the goods themselves.
We take a vote?
Why?
I've already spoken. Skinny Pete! What?
You got any roadie cases? For sure, what size?
Biggest you got?
That'll fit through like a regular sized doorway.
Badger too.
You got it, follow me. I'm gonna need 4 of them.
4? That gonna be layaway? Because I need to see a bunch of IDs for that.
Oh man, cash.
Okay, hey, you know what? I'll throw in stenciling. What's your band called?
If there's ever anything else you need from us,
Any way we can get in on this at all,
little stuff, big stuff.
we would be all over.
You gotta pass the interview.
Okay, it is the same job as always. You go out, you inspect, you deal with the customers, regular drill. Everything's the same, except for one important detail.
No stealing.
No stealing. Not a toothpick, not the spare change between the couch cushions.
Not the
a
who
panty
hash.
down to the hamper. Nothing, and I mean nothing. And if you're out with your buddies and they ask you got a hot tip on a B&E, you tell them you got nada, you're out of the game. The bottom line is that these houses are out of bounds now and forever. As far as you're concerned, they are ghosts. You don't see them, you don't hear them, you don't say good morning. You don't speak unless you're spoken to. You call them yes, sir, and no, sir. You got any problems?
Andrea.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Oh, no, we were just wrapping up. This is my,
Fred. Hi. Walt.
Nice to meet you.
Too.
This is, Brock.
Hi, Brock. I'm Walt. Heard a lot about you. Hi. I understand you were in the hospital. And Jesse told me that you were very brave. Yeah, man, a few words.
I'm sorry. He mostly just wants to play his game.
Oh, I know that. I have 2 of my own, a boy and a girl.
What did you say to the kid, Walter?
Sure, why not? Beer sounds good. Thank you.
How are the berries? If Brock says that he got berries from the scary man. Yes, sir, and no, sir.
Sir? Sir?
Don't talk to them.
There's a nanny cam in the living room clock. I disabled it. I just thought you should know.
What's your name?
Todd, sir.
Oh my God. Ah, the aluminum. Oh my god. Well, that's new. It's like liquid candy.
And I've got to say, seeing you with Andrea and that little boy was nice.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah. Have you thought about what your plan is? Vis-a-vis honesty.
How much she knows about this?
Skylar found out.
She doesn't know anything. I mean, you know, she's not stupid. She knows I'm into something, but you know, she can make a pretty good guess. But I never told her anything. I'm not gonna.
Okay. Secrets create barriers between people. Speaking from experience, believe me. All that you've done, it's a part of you. I mean, if you choose to spend the rest of your life with this person, then you'll have to decide how much you'll share with her. I know you'll make the right call.
I trust you to break up with Andrea so that Brock doesn't mention me poisoning him.
Hank's back at work.
Yay!
That's wonderful. Yeah, sure, they love him now, but where were they when he needed them? Merkert and all the rest. I just about laughed him out of the office when he told him about that chicken man. But it's what he wants, right? Yeah, it's doing him good. I mean, his PT's going gangbusters. He's hardly using his cane at all, and thank you for that. Really. I mean, God knows where he'd be if we had to go through his health plan. Well, it's birthday. Whatever you need, I'm here.
51.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do anything this year. What are you talking about? Of course we're gonna do something.
Skylar, he was diagnosed around his birthday, right?
So it's been a whole year. Listen, I've had my problems with Walt. Why
What a
he wouldn't
year.
come in the house when we were all practically begging? Whatever. Water under the bridge.
Oh.
But at this point, every year is precious. What are you doing? You don't smoke? You haven't smoked since college. You can't be serious with the baby and Walt? Skylar, you're not smoking around the baby, are you? And you can't smoke here. There's got to be some rule or regulation. I'm sure you can't force your employees to breathe secondhand smoke. I know for a fact that that is illegal.
Marie! Shut up.
What? I'm sorry. Please don't speak to me like that. I am simply saying that you
Will you
can't
shut
work
up?
out your- Hey.
Shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut up.
Skylar,
shut up.
please
shut up.
stop.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut
Hey.
up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
49.27.
Good yield, right?
That is an excellent yield. Breakdown. What does that mean?
It means I don't know what else to call it. But I've never seen her like that, ever.
Well, what did she say when she was yelling?
Nothing. She just yelled, shut up, over and over again. I'm not leaving here until I know what's got her so upset. Walter, you gambling again? Is that what this is?
In the manner of speaking.
No. It's not the cancer.
Something happened. I don't mean to point the finger, but this just come out of nowhere. It's time to tell me the truth, Walt, all of it.
You heard about Ted Beneke. The accident.
What accident?
A couple weeks back, Ted took a fall, a bad one. He gave himself a concussion and fractured a couple vertebrae. He's still in the hospital. He may never walk again.
Oh my God. I didn't know. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But that couldn't explain Skylar's.
Yes. Is it good? You do know, right? You
Surprise!
must know.
She was having an
I mean, yeah, technically, yeah.
Skylar and I have been trying to put things back together. And then the accident happened, and she got... Mary, I'm begging you, please, keep this to yourself. I don't want Hank to think less of her. Or me.
When did you, she...
Oh, I used to do that. Playing video games, you're like, turn!
Hey, you okay?
Say hello to my little friend.
Nice. Just. Hey, Mom, I'm feeling better?
Hey. Hey, why don't you join us if you feel up to it? We have popcorn. I think there's some pizza left if you're up to it.
Yeah, well, join us.
Okay. For you and me, $367,000 each.
Mike, you're short. You're almost 300,000 short.
You're forgetting about the mules. They get a flat 20%.
What?
The drivers are the ones that take the product from us to the dealers.
And so, transportation is worth 20%?
They're taking a risk.
$275,000 worth of risk? Wow. What did Gus pay his mules?
Gustavo Fring didn't use mules. He didn't need them. He spent 20 years building his own distribution. He had 16 refrigerator trucks running his product. And do you know where they are now? Government impound. You don't like paying 20%. Maybe you shouldn't have killed the guy.
Hey. There's still over $1 million. Here, all right? That's for one cook.
Since you're putting on the green eye shade, my supplier and I came to an agreement. The methylamine is free this time. But brace yourself, because the next barrel is going to cost big. Can we continue, or you got any more burning questions? Okay,
He
kid.
runs the business, man.
Ira gets 110 for our piece of the business and 25 per cook. Ira's guys get 10 each per cook. Goodman's cut, 18,000 from each.
Oh my God.
Legacy cost, $351,000. That's 117,000 each.
Legacy costs?
I got 9 guys. You don't know them, but they were part of the previous operation,
right.
and they know a lot.
So we are paying them. Why?
Because it's what you do.
Oh. It's what you do.
Oh my God.
My guys are keeping their mouths shut. We make them whole. One hand washes the other. It's as simple as that.
It sounds like a simple shakedown. Simple as that. We're paying for their silence. That's blackmail.
Business is my end. This is business. End of story.
This is your problem. It should come out of your end.
Hey, stick it out of mine. All right?
Aww.
Go for it. I don't care.
But that's
Take
just that. Well, you do have money, actually. From Gus. Still left over, so.
No.
Jesse, thank you, but no. I'll pay my share. Go ahead.
All right.
Let me tell you something. This is how it's gonna be from here on out. My guys are an ongoing expenditure. So you best get yourself comfortable with it.
How many of you guys are in jail?
37,000. It's less than with Fring.
Listen, Walter, just because you shot Jesse James, don't make you Jesse James.
Well, that was 200 pounds, wasn't it? You only made 49 pounds.
Broke it off with Andrea. I had to. She's gonna tell Rock. You know, I'm still gonna take care of the rent and stuff. It's the right thing to do, but, you know.
I meant this. How are you feeling about the money?
You're looking at it wrong. When we worked for Gus, we were cooking 200 pounds a week. This last batch was great, but we didn't even crack 50 pounds.
Thank you!
We maybe cleared less money, but we got a bigger piece of the pie. It's like you said. I mean, we're owners, not employees.
I'm the owner.
I was sure that Gus did what he did to send me a message. Victor trying to cook that batch on his own, taking liberties that weren't his to take. Maybe he flew too close to the sun.
Oh my God, Walter, stop! That was a nice analogy, Walter. You could also apply that to yourself, flying too close to the sun. He's trying to live up to this legacy. He thinks because he took out Gustavo that he just instantly replaces him. And he should have, like, all these connections and all these loyal employees and paying for the silence of these guys. Okay, something's gonna happen to Dennis. Walter's gonna do something. He's gonna take them out so they can have a bigger piece of the pie. They have a good system going, but it doesn't matter. He sees himself as, you know, bigger than he actually is. Gustavo didn't have, like, any emotion at all, any genuine emotion for, like, 20 years. I think Walter is just starting to slip away. He's just becoming indifferent. Just throwing people's lives away. He's just toying with the idea right now. He's gonna get there. And Jesse sees this coming. Jesse broke up with Andrea. Just those seeds of doubt he's just tossing out there. I mean, Jesse, if you go back to Andrea and tell her the truth, maybe she'll be into it, you know? But, like, Jane was cool with it. Maybe you can go to New Zealand. How did Walter get the kid to eat the lily of the valley? It looked like the kid recognized Walter. The Four Musketeers, Saul. There's gonna be more infighting. Mike and Walter. He needs to control Mike. He's got Jesse, or so he thinks. Now that Jesse's kind of like, something not right about you, Mr. White. In the beginning, in the first episode with Saul, you know, Walter, he's got him up against the wall. He's like talking to him really close. Like, Saul is so just like, he's terrified of Walter. He'll do whatever he says. And Walter thinks that he controls Jesse now. Now that he got him to break up with Andrea. But Jesse's like, something's off. But Mr. White, the power's going to his head. He just needs to control Mike now. How's he gonna do that? Taking out, was it 10 remaining guys out of everybody that's in prison right now? Not only that, threaten Mike and his family, just like Gus did to Walter. Just total control. Egotistical control freak. Skylar. Christ, Ted. Ted's scared to talk. Skylar's scared to talk. Yeah, she's having a breakdown as well. It gets easier. I thought she told Marie everything and Marie was just lying in wait for Walter. But no, she didn't say anything. She's too scared to say anything. Marie buried the hatchet with Walter very quickly. It's like, oh, water under a bridge. Yeah, you were being a dick to me during the whole protective custody situation, but I forgive you. So Marie did find out about Skylar having an affair. So remember, Marie thought that Walter was the one having an affair? That's why things were, rocky. But no, it was, Walter didn't lie. It's the truth. He just, left out the overarching story. She's probably gonna be hostile to her sister. It's gonna get out, and Skylar's she's just gonna break. The ricin is still in play. We'll get back to that later. It's always gonna come back. Hank. Now he's thinking about Walter. Did they really get rid of all the footage? Or did Hank... He said he caught a sneak peek, but it was encrypted. Maybe he actually did watch it. So buckle up. Skinny Pete and Badger can play. Holy crap. Everybody has, hidden talents. Huel, he's got fast fingers. Skinny Pete can play the piano. Classically trained. And Badger can play the guitar. Now all they need is Jesse to sing. Fallacies. He's sung that twice so far. Maybe it'll show up again. Maybe they will, get a band together or something at some point. So yeah, guys. We're here. The beginning of the end. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. We'll see where this goes. I'm about to run out of battery power. So I hope everyone stays safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.